Yeah, it's a tough night for us. I thought that watching film on Tennessee, I thought if we did just a few things from a toughness standpoint early on, we can hang in the game. But I think, we were reminded tonight what type of team Tennessee is. Despite their early season struggles at 4-3, I don't think that the record is really who they are, and they showed that tonight. I thought on both ends they were really tough and took us out of our offense. And defensively, they were just a low down in the paint. They scored 40 points in the paint. And that's uncharacteristic of who we are. We've been pretty damn good at protecting, our paint and 2-point field goal percentage, but tonight it just wasn't it. And I just thought our overall effort wasn't who we are tonight. So.
Questions for Woody or Tony?
Coach, I thought they played really tough on defense. What did you see from them? Was it rotations? Was it just their size? What did they give you on D?
Defensively, it didn't matter what we ran. Some of our DHO actions, they just took us out of our offense. The ball started to stick a little bit once we got frustrated, and that's just not who we are. I thought that watching them on film when they struggled, teams would put them in rotations and really just capitalize offensively off of that. And we watched the film. They're a really, really good team in the gaps. These guys have been tremendous with just kind of locking in to the scout report. This was also their first time in this atmosphere of kind of having their backs against the wall. And I just thought that we did a few things that I thought we could have kind of still stuck in the game. I think the last possession for them, they scored on it. We were supposed to foul there. Maybe going to halftime down 11, and then you come back in the second half. It's a game of possessions, and trying to get these guys to just kind of understand. Maybe you do the right thing, you pay attention in the huddle. You come out in the second half and give a better, first 3 or 4 minutes. They scored, I believe, 12 points or 15 points in the first 3 minutes, which is the most we've given up all season, and it's a completely different ball game. It could have went the other way. And so, they were locked in. This is a team, again, they're struggling, and they, lost 3 games against, the best teams in the country. I think they have the hardest non-conference schedule in the country, in history, to be honest with you, at looking at, some of the early season losses. And I expected this from them. And, we've just got to be able to get back to work and, get to who we are.
Woody, you had a strong game, only missed 1 shot, hit both your free throws, finished with 5 boards. Can you talk about your play tonight?
I played well, but it wasn't enough to get the win. I would have rather had 5 points if it meant for us to get the win. But we just got to shake back as a team and come back together and play better.
Coach, what about Jonas Adu makes him so difficult on both ends of the floor, and what you kind of noticed about him when you were preparing for this game?
Well, I've been preaching and bragging about my guys just because I think we have, depth, and I think we have a lot of length. I think if you look up the word length in the dictionary, it's going to be a picture of Jonas Adu. That's your typical SEC big. But he did some things tonight that, again, you can't prepare for. He was 2 for 2 from 3. And anytime, a guy like that can put together a night like that, it just makes it very, very difficult to hang in the game. But, credit to him. He was locked in today. And, Amari Kelly's been playing tremendous. And, we knew that we would eventually run into some sort of trouble. And obviously tonight he took us out of our offense and kept it down to, I think, a season low. So credit to him.
Tony, when you're playing, you can look at a schedule and see that a team has lost a few games in a row, and you think that's a pretty good basketball team you're facing. Is there part of you, you played this game, is there part of you that thinks, like, this isn't the best time to play a team like this?
Yeah, that was my initial thought. Again, I wouldn't consider it pressure, but I knew that they were going to play like it was their last game. Coming off a loss, 3 losses in a row. Again, that's just not who they are. That was just the luck of the draw of their schedule. There's a reason they're 4-3, but they're still inside the AP top 25. And I expected them to just come out with, guns blazing, and they did that. Again, it's just one of those things. It goes both ways. Been telling these guys, as good as we've been playing, winning lasts 24 hours. You know, but for us, so does losing. And so we just got to get back to work and get back to who we are.
Anything else for George Mason?
All good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.